What's up, YTPC? It's about 3:15 a.m. right now, and I didn't plan on making a video again until it was time to announce the giveaway winner, which is a couple days away. But in turn, I did not plan the events of this week. I've been experiencing a multitude of conflicting emotions in the last few days. What I expected to be a normal day off, finally making some plans with my girl. I caught a train up there, and she had some friends over. We're hanging out, and sat by ourselves for a little while, had a little something to eat, and at the end of an unexpected conversation, the end result was that we part ways. I don't know, still wrapping my head around it. A very fulfilling 6-month relationship has come to an end. It's not really long. It's actually the longest I've ever been in. Just because a lot of people can't, a lot of women can't put up with my schedule, strange hours that I keep due to my occupation. So I've been kind of wrapping my head around that the last couple days. And I worked yesterday. We were slow, and I'm pretty good about keeping my personal life away from work, but it was still pretty fresh, and on a slow day, you're just finding things to keep yourself busy, not be stuck in your head. That's kind of where I've been the last couple days. But in turn, I had another very interesting experience today. I've kind of had some bitterness and resentment and various stages of processing a difficult happening or situation going through my mind. But I got off work tonight, stopped at the store, grabbed myself some beer, and as I do, and I got to my bus stop, and the screen on the side said 27 minutes till the next bus, and I'm just thinking, God damn it, stuck here for damn near half hour. Some dude sitting on the bench, haven't figured him out. Fuck it, at least I got beer. So I go and I move towards the little shelter. I sort my things, and And he clears space on the bench for me to sit. I nod my head, say thank you, sit down, and something in me is just like, talk to him. Spark up a conversation. So, I grabbed a beer out of my pack, extended it to him, and he said, "No, I quit 40 years ago." Alright. This was after I asked if he'd been waiting long for the bus. I missed this point of the story. So I asked if he'd been waiting long. He said nah. Offered him the beer. He said nah. And we got to talking about drinking, and got to talking about homemade liquor and wine and funny stories that come with it, and childhood stories and city politics. We just talked about 100 different things in 20 minutes, like old friends. You wouldn't think it was the first time we met. Talked about family recipes and the bittersweet symphony of caramelized onion. And he was just an interesting older fella. I'd say he was in his late 50s. A Chicago native, lived here his whole life. And I don't know what it was. There was just something that drew me to this person. And the conversation was absolutely effortless. And it was one of the most genuine happenings of true humanity and kindness from a stranger. It was the first I'd experienced in this city in quite a while. You know, just probably the most profound experience in this city of just a stranger. I feel like I'm leaving out some details, but talked about childhoods and how, food came up a lot, food and beer and wine and moonshine, and how you can give 5 different people the same recipe and still get 5 different dishes. I told them my history with omelets, how despite all the different things I've taught myself to do and learned to do, the most challenging was making a proper French omelet. I'm saying proper. That's a whole nother thing. And just in the middle of conversation, he was talking about his great-grandfather churning butter and making homemade apple butter. And he just kind of points and says, "Who's that bus?" I said, "Oh, okay." So I start pulling my things together, throw my pack over my shoulder, and I'm expecting him to get up and get on the bus with me, considering the only other bus that ran by there had already gone by. This is the only other route running. And I don't know why I didn't get on the bus, but I shook his hand, we exchanged farewells and our names. His name was Greg. And I just told him it was genuinely nice to meet him. That conversation was kind of medicine for where I've been and how I've been feeling towards people lately. I hopped on the bus and turned and waved to him, gave him a smile, and he just raised his hand. "Take care of yourself," he said. It was just an interesting moment of true kindness and kinship, just from me offering a kind gesture to a stranger. And this was probably 2 minutes after I was walking to the bus stop from the store, and some dude about picked a fight with me because I wouldn't give him a cigarette that I didn't have to give in the first place. So up to that point, I had a very negative view on the public at large and the humanity that inhabit it. So, just a conversation with a fellow named Greg. I guess my message here is you can't hurt anything by being kind. Good night. I'm done.